Welcome back. Last time, we discussed the business stuff, and now we're going to talk about the fun stuff. So, you already mentioned how you technically got started, which is, I mean, it's a good thing that we got the business stuff out of the way because I usually
Hmm.
ask, how did you get into blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, so that was what you mentioned earlier. You got your start around 2017, or yeah, tell
Yeah,
us your little story
2017.
about how what started your whole creative drive and the passion? Where did all of this come?
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Oh, you're in for a good one. We don't have time for this one. Um, so
sure, just ramble
actually,
on. I'm, yeah,
I'm gonna try to put it in like small. I'm gonna try to put it small. Oh, let me take this out again because Zoom does this thing that I always have like another video going on the other side. Anyways, so I've always actually wanted to be an actress. I didn't know about voice acting. I wasn't really aware of anything regarding voice acting. I always wanted to be an actress, but I am a first generation here. My parents are from Cuba. And because of that, they had, to grow up fast, I would say. And because of that, when I said that I wanted to be an actress, although my mom kind of tried to give me the opportunity to like get my feet wet on it, it never really progressed too much. And she told me, you need a real career because this is not a career. And so, because of that, we had just, I ended up forgetting about it. I took random acting classes. Um, I took random acting classes in high school and in university, and I was told on multiple occasions, "Why aren't you doing this? You're really good at this." I said, "Well, I can't because, my mom says that I need to focus on an actual career." And that's kind of where it ended. And after I graduated, I was in a relationship and I moved out and I said, well, I'm 24, I moved out. Or no, I lie. I'm 23, I moved out. So, I can do whatever I want, but there's absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to, do, acting. So I go online and I Googled voice, just acting, but like like cartoon acting because I didn't know what it was. So I was like, cartoon acting. And I got through voice acting. And I got into this Facebook group that actually doesn't exist anymore. It was like a voice acting Facebook group. And I ended up at that point meeting, like I posted, I'm like, hey, my name is Yenni. I want to be a voice actress and I'm starting off like, if anybody wants to help or whatever, like here is what I've done. And so I had just used a Blue Yeti mic that my sister's friend had given me for free, and I put it out there, and that's how Tony Weiss met me. And Tony Weiss is like, whoa, you are like super talented. And I just started audio engineering. Can I make you a demo for free? And I was like, what? You're crazy. He's like, no, 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 yeah. Like I want to do it for free. I've never done this before. And I said, okay. So he did my demo reel. And I ended up using that demo reel until recently. That has been my number one demo reel. That has gotten me an agent, that has gotten me into gigs and animes and all that stuff. Just recently did Tony Weiss redo. Now I paid him. I did tell him I'm gonna pay you, boy. But we were together pretty much throughout most of the beginning of my journey, and he really took me under his wing. I applied for not closing credits, for center stage as the host. I got it. Buford and John took me and their wing, and then John really helped me, surpass all goals that I didn't think were possible. And I did have a little bit of a life setback, um which I won't get into it too much, but I did have a life setback. And when things go wrong or you think you've hit, you know, rock bottom, I think the best thing to realize is that, well, now there's only I can only go up from here, right? I can't go any more down because I'm at rock bottom. So with that being said, by myself alone, I started working towards my goals and working towards doing what I what I wanted to do without anybody telling me otherwise. And because of that, I have made it so, so far. And I thank every single person who has been in my life, even if they have left, even if they did me real dirty. It doesn't matter. I thank them because without them, I could not be the person that I am today and the woman that I am today. And you know, it's been a journey, but the main focus has always been focusing on myself since 2017, and that was the best choice I could have made in my life, to focus on me and my career and my goals. Not worry about what anybody says. If your partner or if your family doesn't believe in you, that's fine. You don't need them. You need yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, you cannot go far in this industry, in anything. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how are you going to get anywhere? You need to be confident in who you are and what your talents are and what you can do, because nobody can push you there. That's something that you got to go in by yourself. There are so many people that get opportunities but don't know how to use them. And you know, I've helped people. Like people will message me and be like, hey, I want to do voice acting. I spend a whole hour explaining to them everything that they have to do, and they don't do it. And it's so easy. You know, it's not difficult to get into this, but it takes persistence. It takes um confidence in oneself, and it takes a real love for growing outside of what's the norm, because this isn't the norm. You know, you don't get taught in school that voice acting makes you just as much money as a 9 to 5. In school you're taught, you need to get a work, you need to get a job that's 9 to 5 so that it can give you insurance, so that then you can get a 401k, so that then you can. They don't teach you about doing what you want to do in life. And a lot of us get scared because of that. And it's normal. But like I said in part 1, there is no growth without change. And these moments in time when you push out that fear of the unknown, you will get so far. Because I was doing 27 to 2020, even 2021, yeah, because it's only been a year, to 2021. I was you know, working at the job that I had, and I really liked it, but it was draining me of myself. And you know, my partner Alex, who God really blessed me with him. My partner, he just goes, honey, this is not what you want. Try it. What's the worst that can happen? Listen, the worst that can happen, we figure it out. We figure it out. Try it. And I said, okay. And I gave in my 2 weeks, and I have never looked back since. This year has been filled with so many blessings, so many opportunities, things that I can't say yet, and I'm dying. I wish I could say it in your podcast, but I can't yet. I'm under a bunch of NDAs, but there are so many things that have come my way from pushing past my fears. And I know people are scared of doing it. But you don't be scared. What's the worst that can happen? Okay, you hit rock bottom. Where can you go after you hit rock bottom, Robert? Up. That's it. You can only go up. When you hit rock bottom, you can't go down anymore. You can't go to the side or to the other. You go up. So that's something that I wanted to leave with you guys. If you are in rock bottom, that's great. Guess what? Which is the only way you can go? Up. That's it. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've got your website, you got your demos and
yes.
everything. So, yeah, you even have the right up on the top. I'm looking at it, and it's young, raspy, sultry, and conversational.
Oh, you're on my
Okay.
website. Oh.
Yeah, because I like to do research. So,
You researched.
yeah, yes, I like to stalk people in my spare time. I'm kidding. So how long would you say that it took, with all of this that you have right now? How long would you say that it really took you to? Because I know, and I just want to say, I'm kind of jealous that Tony did your reel for free. I'm so jealous.
That was
That is
way
unheard
back
of.
in 2017. That don't
But
exist
I love you,
anymore.
Tony. I love you, dude. I really do. But yeah, how long would you say that it took you to put together all of this? The business, branding and marketing.
So I did all of this by myself. I'm
Cool, cool,
super
cool.
totally for anybody who uses someone to make their website and stuff. That's totally fine. But I found myself to be tech savvy enough, and if there's something I love to do is find a sale or find things that I could do on my own so that I don't have to spend money. And I went on Google Domains. I bought myself my domain, which is yenniann.com. And I built it on my own using the templates. And it took me about like 3, 4 hours to figure out how to like, do everything. But I did it on my own. And it really much, I can tell you the truth. Nobody, like the studios that I go to here in South Florida, some of them did look at my websites, but like most of them just cared that I brought to the, like the day of that you go and you do like auditions for the studios. That's what they really care about. They care more about talent than what you have. It's all about talent, and it's also about how you perceive yourself and how you act in front of people, and not just acting as in like, do a script, but your actions and the way you portray yourself to others is really what is important, because you can be really talented, but if you are not a good person and you are hard to work with, you will not make it. Now, you might not be so talented, but you have a really good personality and you're willing to learn. People will take that. People love that, because I can mold you into a better person, and you're going to be easy to work with. So I don't even know if I have a brand. I mean, like, it's Yenni Ann, that's me. I did my website on my own. Woof, back. I think that was like one of the first things I did. I think I did my website in like 2019. Um, and it's been like a growing thing. And then recently I redid my headshots. And so this website, which is probably where I'm going to end it, like that's it. I don't think I'm going to change anything else in my website except maybe add like a few NDA stuff. But that's pretty much it. Like, this is going to be my website. I'm not worried about anything else. I'll probably change my audiobook demos. But my demo reels, I remember telling Tony, I said, we're going to do these demos. We're going to do them. And Tony, I want you to make sure that with these demos, I will never have to do another demo unless it's to just show the work that I've done. And he's like, bet. So he did, and he made a masterpiece is what he did. My video game and animation demo reel are all done by him. I actually did my own commercial reel. I work with a radio station, and I was like, hey, can you just like put all the commercials that I've done with you and like smack it into a minute? And he's like, got you. And he did it. And he actually did it for free, which is awesome. And I did my own Spanish commercial reel. And yeah, like I just it doesn't take long. I think there's this perception that you need to get the most expensive engineer or producing company to make your demos. Not true. Do you need to have like this crazy website, and you need to spend like $500 on someone to create your website and create this brand because that's what's going to get you places? You don't. You don't. I am a firm believer that you can use the resources that are given to you for free and you can still make it. Now, if you have like $500 laying around and you want to use them, you can. I didn't have to buy a studio bricks. There are so many talented artists and voiceover actors that literally work in their closet, or that they have like my best friend Crystal Martinez, another talented South Florida actress. She bought a I think it's Snapshot Studio, Snap something studio, and it's pretty much like PVC pipe and moving blankets. It's like that, and it works perfectly. She has an amazing setup. It does not matter how much money you spend. What matters is your talent. Excuse me. When you have that, that's good enough.
Can I just say that I really do love your recording space
Thank
setup? I
you.
mean, you got
Give me just a
literally
second.
everything listed on here, so you don't. I shouldn't even have to ask you how. I mean, I will ask, like, I know that it has definitely served you well, like when it comes to work and whatnot.
Yeah, it has. It has been I'm so sorry that I keep coming in and out. My animals are being extra. right now, and I believe
We love
someone
animal.
needs to go for a WALK, but I'm not going to take him until we finish. So
Yeah,
he has to wait.
yeah.
But
We love
he
animals anyway.
we do. But yeah, like I spent on this booth, this setup right here, which is I have a Neumann TLM 102, which I used to say Newman until someone told me that I was saying it wrong. So then I'm like, okay, Neumann. I have a SSL2 interface, and I have a Tube MP preamp, which I just got. And then I have an iMac desktop with double screens and the Studio Bricks. Honestly, I don't mind telling people what this cost me. This whole booth with everything in it was about a $12,000 to $13,000 investment. I'm not gonna lie, but I have gotten everything that I have bought in here has already been paid back with the opportunities that I have received. I don't think you need to spend $13,000 immediately. I want everybody to know I didn't just put 13 grand down on the table. It was a process, like I said, process where I had everything. And beforehand, I created my own closet space with my AT2020 and my Scarlett 2IB interface. That was my first setup. Then I switched to the Studio Bricks with my laptop, AT2020 Scarlett. Then I bought my iMac desktop. So now I had my iMac desktop. Then I go, I don't want just a desktop. I want a second screen because I don't want to use my iPad anymore. So then I bought the screen. Then after that, I go, you know what? It's time. I got my agent, and she goes, let's revamp that microphone of yours. So then I got a Neumann TLM 102, which I actually asked Tony Weiss to help me figure out. So I would definitely recommend asking your engineer what is a suitable microphone for you, because microphones vary with your voice. So you want to make sure that you get a microphone that complements your voice and your vocal,
Right.
stuff. And then after that, I got the SSL2. And then finally, like a month and a half ago, when I started my audiobook adventure journey, I got the preamp. So that has been really everything that I that I have, and I don't think I'll be changing anything anytime soon. Like this is it. I'm not gonna move anything. I think I have put and invested enough to where I'm done. So yeah.
Yeah. So just quickly shout out, like, if you just want to say your favorite productions, projects, the people that
Oh
you've
my
worked
gosh.
alongside with, just favorite, just, you know, now's the time to
I
do
have so
so.
many. I have so many.
Gush.
Well, I always have to
Gush
shout
about your
out
stuff.
my
Please.
best girlfriends, which are Sarah Ruth Thomas, Marian Toro, and Crystal Martinez. They all three are very talented women who are just rock stars in the industry. Crystal Martinez, you're going to be seeing her more often. She started, and I have like been so proud of her growth and stuff. I love her so much. And Sarah is a powerhouse. Marion is a powerhouse. um Belle Shabarusa, I love you, Belle, so much. We always randomly talk. If you're looking for anybody who gives so much uh, uh, resources out, Belle and also Jun Yoon is an amazing person. I totally just forgot to shout out. She's gonna, if she ever sees it, she's gonna Sue. Do not get mad at me. Su Ling Chan is another one who's a powerhouse. I absolutely love her. Um, then I also want to give a shout out to my boy Eddie Young. He is an amazing actor as well. I actually referred him to a studio here in Universal Synergia, and we have been working together on several projects, so it's been really fun. And Tony Weiss for producing, engineering. He's amazing. His assistant slash like co-awesome person, Neth. They are an amazing person. They have great talent, and they're just so skilled. If you ever want someone who is like crazy in like Excel spreadsheets and like data collection, Neth is like the person. Meredith Nudo, she is a writer and a voice actress, just amazing. Um, Amanda Hufford has a lot of other great resources for you guys to check out. She's also a powerhouse. Ah, who am I thinking? Production wise, I love working with Sound Cadence Studios. Marissa Lenti is an absolute pleasure. It's been such a great opportunity to work with her in several different animes, including Kemono Friends, and actually one I can't talk about yet. Um, then there's also here in South Florida, big shout out to all the studios that I work with: VOA Voice Studios, Universal Synergia, Centauro Dubbing, as well as recently upcoming in Boga, The Kitchen Miami. Now, recently, I've worked with them. A lot of South Florida talent here that are great. That if you haven't met them yet or don't know them, check them out. Kate Kajiro, I love her. She's amazing. She is so talented here in South Florida and in general. Crystal Lopez is another one, super talented. Oh my gosh, Rolly Gutierrez, which is an engineer and also voice actor, great guy. Yeah, there's so many people
Yeah.
that are a part of my life. And also I cannot forget my friends at Casting Call Club and at Closing Credits. I already said two of them, Neth and Meredith, but also John Wang. I love you. Thank you so much for all the opportunities you gave me. Buford, you're amazing. Love you too. Honey, you are in the way. And yeah, that's those are my main squeezes. If I'm missing anyone, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, they really they really have shaped my career, and I could not do it without them.
Yeah. So I might have to speed run through these. So list your favorite media, shows, games,
Oh my
books,
gosh.
you know,
Right
anything.
now, my favorite books, absolutely right now, because I'm reading them, the ACOTAR series, A Court of Thorn and Roses, I'm like obsessed with. But before that, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, I was a big fan of. Literally cannot wait for this new show that's gonna happen. I Harry Potter, obviously. Yes, I'm a Twilight fan. Don't hate me. Older
I'm not
books are
judging.
the ones that I go for. I actually love the author, Mitch Albom. I think he's a wonderful author. All his books make me cry. Favorite show? I don't really have one. I don't watch TV a lot. And I know this is gonna sound crazy. Don't hate me. I don't watch anime. And I know it's terrible. I know I audition for anime roles. I don't watch them. So when I get a role, I have to literally like go and like be like, okay, now I have to watch this one because I have no idea what it is.
You gotta
So
watch it
yeah,
subbed.
I just I'm bad. So I don't have really a favorite show, but if I have to watch something, my like secret obsession is the Great British Baking Show. I watch it all the time on Netflix. If I want to go to sleep or something, I have that on. Um and media wise, I'm really into comics. I'm into Marvel. Alex is into DC. He's more that. Rest in peace, Batman. um
Oh yeah, yes,
yeah,
yeah.
but definitely like I'm a Marvel person. And if you're gonna ask me who is my favorite Marvel character, I cannot say no to a juicy booty, and that is Captain America. So, I just there's something
I mean,
about
we all got different
America's
tastes. We
boot.
got
Uh,
different tastes, okay?
America's booty, and I was looking at it throughout all the
I'm
throughout
stealing
all the
that.
movies. I was just like, "Where's Chris Evans and his American booty?" And then I really do no, but I also like Captain America like in general, but still, I have to put that out there. And yeah, I was really big Teen Titans fan. OG. I'm not really into the Teen Titans now, but I
Mm,
was a big Teen
okay.
Titans fan. Saturday morning TV shows were my jam. So
Oh
Pokemon is
man.
honestly, I'm super excited for Scarlet Violet. I already have my
I mean, you
Violet
gotta mention
pre-ordered.
Pokemon. Yeah.
Yeah, I have it pre-ordered. I'm all about those like leaks that are coming out. Like I have like two friends that I go crazy with. One of them being Crystal Martinez, that we're like, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? What is it? So we're always on it. And Oh, I also love Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh was a big thing for me. I collect
So many
Pokemon.
love Yu-Gi-Oh.
I
God.
collect Pokemon and Pokemon cards, and Alex collects Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So
Yeah.
actually, one of his first gifts to me, I told him that I liked Yu-Gi-Oh, and he just stared blankly at me like, "Oh my God." And then because in Miami, like that's not like a common thing. Like you don't just be like in Miami, like, "Hey, do you like Yu-Gi-Oh?" I don't know. Miami's not like that. I don't know why. Miami's weird. But
It's always been weird.
I remember his first gift to me was actually the Dark Magician Girl. He had it like he put it in the pro sleeves, you know, the hard ones, and that's been my bookmarker.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's it.
I
That's pretty much my stuff. Yeah.
Man, I would name mine, but unfortunately, I don't think we have much more time. So, I am gonna have to quickly ask you about your audiobook, script edit, pretty much anything else that you do,
Yeah,
and
so
like retail. And you can also give advice on how to juggle like having a with your
for
work
sure.
schedule and yeah, because I think we talked about this before. We
Yeah,
actually,
I'll put it really quick too because
yeah.
Guinness is crying. He must really have to go. He farted like three
Oh my
minutes
God.
ago, and I was like I've been eating the so I know he needs to go. But so for script adapting, I do help studios here in South Florida with script adaptions. All it is that you get the translations of the scripts, and then you have to look at the video and then adapt the script next to it. Translations sometimes don't work out well, so you know, because there is a certain barrier, or like the way that they explain things in their language doesn't really go well in English, so you have to change a few things. Excuse me. So that's what I do for script adapting, and then I also do translations. If someone needs something from English to Spanish, I go ahead and translate for them. And then also I do audiobooks. I started that journey now. I haven't done much. I have two children audiobooks out now that you can get them on ACX or Audible. They're available on Audible. And they're by Jenny Graham Scott. One is Call Me Sarah, and the other one is Blankets in the Bathtub. And I'm working right now on a brand new book called The Meld Magic Please. So you'll be seeing that one come out soon. And yeah, that's it. As for how do I put the time to do all of these things, I have a handy dandy Google Calendar. And so I fill my Google Calendar with the things that I will do for the day. So my first and foremost, always top thing, no matter what, I always make time for is studio sessions. So usually a week in advance, I already have my next week booked. And this helps me out a lot. So if anyone's getting into these things, I highly recommend using a calendar of some type to keep yourself on track and know what you're doing. So usually Wednesday through Friday, I'm getting studios calling me asking me, hey, I need you for this time next week. So I book that. And then after that, I look at what I have and I say, okay, well, I have an audiobook and I'm trying to finish it in 2 weeks. So I know that I need to at least put in 3 to 4 hours a day on that audiobook. So I'll put like a little space in my calendar for 3 or 4 days in the week, or every day of the week if there's like a really big deadline. I'll put it every day so that I know that that time is for that. Usually around this time, we're still in that 9 to 5 bracket because most studio sessions are about an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes they go for 4 hours. If I have a 4 hour studio session, I do not do anything for the rest of the day because when I tell you that your brain turns into like sludge in here and you can't even read a sentence, it's true. So, and if I ever have 4 hour studio sessions, I don't do anything for the rest of the day. And then I'll focus on what is my real estate work. So I have clients calling me and we go and show homes. Luckily, Alex takes care of most of the real estate stuff. And then I'll jump in when I need to for whatever reason, especially if you have someone that speaks Spanish, because Alex isn't that great at Spanish. So yeah. And after that, I still have time for family and friends. Something that I do. do. There's something that I do is I don't work Saturdays and Sundays. I refuse to. I did this podcast because we've been trying to like meet for a while, but
Exactly.
I know, but I
Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays I do keep them for my family and my friends because I need the time, and everybody does.
We all do, really.
I know that we're a 24/7 type of career choice, but you need to make time for yourself because there is such thing as burnout, and you will never want to be by a mic again if you just, go through with that. And like just try to I've done it. I've done it where I've had, deadlines and I have no choice, especially for script adaptions, and it's the worst thing I could have done. So I highly recommend keeping it. Doesn't have to be Saturday and Sunday. Maybe you can do like Wednesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Thursdays, Mondays and Fridays, but try to have personal time because you need it. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's really how I do my stuff. Google Calendar. That's my thing.
Yeah. So do you have anything else that you want to share, like any upcoming work? I know you've probably name dropped a couple, but like anything else that we can expect to see from Miss Yenni Ann? That is not under
Mm,
NDA, of course. Don't want to get you in trouble now.
I can't say anything. All I'm going to say, and take what you will from it, is that manifest what you want. Put it out there. Let the world know what you want because it happened. And it does happen. It happened to a few of us who have said a few things on social media about what we would like to be able to audition for and get a role in, and it can happen. So manifest for your dreams, put them out there. It can happen. The tongue is powerful, my friends. So make sure that, whatever you really want in life, put it out there, and you'll see that it'll come to you if it's your time. If it's not your time will come. Um, and yeah, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. And there's another thing coming too, and I just can't say anything. But you will hear me very soon speaking in both English and Spanish and something. So there's that. And yeah,
All
that's
right.
about it. That's all I
Yeah.
can say. Oh, and I hope everybody in Telemundo Africa is enjoying Helena's performance. This season 2, airing right now on Telemundo Africa, has been one of the most rewarding seasons and also one of the hardest seasons I have ever had to record. I don't know how I did it. I cried a lot doing and Dr. Helena Preto has a very special place in my heart. The actress Tatiana, she is amazing. Check her out, Tatiana Aris, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm not saying it, I think I'm saying it correctly. She is amazing, and it has been an absolute honor to be able to portray her as her English dubbing voice, and yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to see more of Dr. Helena. And yeah, that's all I can say. That's
It's
it
all
for
good.
now.
It's
Yeah,
all
and I
cool.
know we have 6 minutes left, but I really quick wanted to give if there's anything that you can take from this amazing interview that I have had the pleasure of being asked to be a part of with Robert, it's that never be scared. Don't fear the unknown. Um, be confident in who you are, push forward, don't pay attention to others. Even if it's rock bottom, you can only go up. So please have faith in yourself. I have faith in you, but you need to have faith in yourself. When you have faith in yourself, everything will work out. You just have to believe. Okay. So, yeah,
Cool.
that's all I got.
Dope. Yeah. Do you have like other resources for like classes or workshops, or you could just share which
Classes.
ones you think?
I don't get paid for this, but I love them anyways. I don't work with them anymore, but I absolutely will 100% always recommend them. Closingcredits.com is an amazing resource if you're looking for voice acting or any creative courses. They do writing courses, they do audiobooks, they do drawing courses, they do everything. They do everything. John Wynn and Buford have done an amazing job. If you ever want to hear, there's some free interviews that go on at Closing Credits with the amazing Jamil Berger, and I highly recommend
Great
watching
guy.
them. You'll actually
Mhm.
see me next month. So Jamil Berger and I are going to be together, and he's interviewing me too, so I'm excited.
Hey,
And
I'll be
yeah,
there.
oh yay, they're an amazing course and resource Twitter has great resources, but I always recommend going on Discord servers that really put out a lot of tweets or a lot of casting calls. That could be in casting call club, that can be in the voice acting club. I'm looking at it right now as I say it. Amanda Hufford has a master list available. There's also a voice acting plus or voice actors guild plus, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, there's so many different Discord servers available, and I highly recommend them. Also, Junyun does an international voice actors Discord, which I very much recommend as well, if you know any other language. And yeah, besides that, I'm also a part of Audiobook Adventures. I really highly recommend it if you're looking into the audiobook world with Elise Arsenault. She's an amazing teacher. And you know, it's just been a great journey, and it's a 6-month journey, so I'm still fresh. I've only been there for 2 months. So yes, I really highly recommend that too.
Would you like to do an outro for the podcast real quick?
An outro. How do I do this? Oh my god.
Yeah.
What do I say?
Okay, so your name. Sorry. I was just gonna say, you could just say, "Hi, my name is Yenni Ann. I'm a voiceover actress and I do script, blah, 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 blah. You might have heard me and blah, blah, blah." And, yeah, thank you for watching or tuning in to the Station Square podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Listening,
All right, let's try it out. Hey, this is Yenni Ann, voice actress for Dr. Helena Prieto in Nurses, as well as Jimena in Hidden Passion. You can hear me as Harley Limestone in Rainbow High. You can check out my audiobooks done by Ginny Graham Scott on Audible. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for giving us the time to tell you all about our stuff and to hear about the voice acting world. And stay tuned next time for another podcast with Station Squared Station
Square podcast
Station
with
Squared
Robert Jackson.
With Robert Jackson.
Square.
I am so sorry. Say Station Square with Robert Jackson. Right?
We'll just use that. What's your social media?
And you can catch me in Instagram at Yenni Ann. Please do not use me for outros. I suck at this. But thank you so much, Robert. It's been such a pleasure to do this with you. I'm so sorry about my dogs. Again, everybody, tune into Station Square with Robert Jackson. Yes.
Excellent.
I did it.
With that said, thank you so much. Yeah, we did it. So, yeah, my last words, closing words, thank you for watching, and, yeah, stay tuned for next time. This will be up later today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
It depends on how my schedule is. So, yeah, stay tuned next time, and until then, have a good one, folks.
Bye.
And do good, be good, and take care of yourselves.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.